Now it's time for Past Week, Next Week with Chris and Paul.
Welcome.
Hey.
Welcome to all.
Yeah, not just Chris and Paul. We welcome everyone listening to this show.
Yes. I'm sorry, Chris.
Yeah, I look ghoulish.
Yeah. Welcome to the program, everybody. We like to start the program with a song that kind of symbolizes the last month. And the fun game of it is I pick the song, and then you guys have to somehow figure out why I picked this song. It's been a slow news week, I really think. I mean, sure, people got indicted and hurricanes and stuff like that, but, whatever. So here is the song I'm choosing. See if you can figure out why. It is September with Earth, Wind, and Fire on Past Week, Next Week with Chris and Paul, starring Boogie and introducing the texter.
There's got to be a reason hidden in here somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Boogie, sorry, dude.
Yeah.
Turn your mic on.
The flash clothes.
You got to love prime Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Oh, yeah.
Fashion-wise and music-wise.
Okay. Where's my... That's part of it,
So
because I love the song so much.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay. So we figured out part of it.
Yeah.
it's September, right?
That's it.
No.
It's as simple as that.
Oh, is that all?
Wow,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
Wow.
Well, then I thought that it's Earth, Wind, and Fire, so I'm thinking wind for the hurricanes,
Right?
Oh, see.
fire
Yeah.
because poor Hawaii.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were giving Paul way too much credit for being clever.
And Earth, since those things are destroying the Earth. So
There you
that's
go.
exactly why.
Wow.
I was that deep in my thought.
I'm going to share the show here,
Okay.
everyone.
How many people are in Earth, Wind, and Fire at this time? 20? 50?
Like 112.
Well, we saw him, what? Was it last summer? 2 summers ago?
Last summer, yeah.
I mean, they're a big band. I love a big ensemble band like that. What do you think? There was maybe 15 people total on stage, something like that?
How many of them do you think were original?
There's 3 of them.
Was it 3? Okay, I was thinking there were 2, but I knew there were a few
I
there.
think one of them is passed since then, one of the 3.
Oh, wow. There's Philip Bailey there.
Uh-huh. The
But
drummer.
The
back
drummer.
there.
Yeah, the drummer was the original
And
guy.
that guy. right there.
Slap at the bass?
Yeah. Bass slapper is what I
Yeah.
think his nickname is.
But none of the rest of the backup or
Like
brass
Maurice
section.
White, gone, he's the lead singer of the.
Yeah.
He's been long gone.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But I'll say this, they sounded great.
It sounded awesome.
Yeah.
And also, I'm sure I've told you guys this when I went last year to Prince's house, or
Yeah.
his studio, whatever. He's got pictures on the wall of his influences, and of course, Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
So,
I've been there. That wall was cool
Yeah.
to see like who influenced him.
and then it was like who influenced him, and then who he influenced.
Oh, I didn't see
Yeah.
that part. Like
Yeah.
who he. Okay.
I gotta say this, guys. I don't know if there is a better pop song than this.
Right.
This may be my favorite.
You said that before.
I just try to think of something I'd like better, and it's just I know Paul McCartney, likes what's the song off Pet Sounds from the
Good Vibrations.
No.
No. God Only Knows.
God Only Knows. He says that's a perfect pop song, best ever. This is the one for me.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay, well, that was Earth, Wind, and Fire with September. To sum up the past month, 9 days, 10 days. Welcome to Past Week, Next Week. I got to do this. Gosh, I should remember how to do this show.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
I'll take the blame for that.
The song's so good, though, and you don't want to miss any part of it.
No, you don't.
As I mentioned on a previous statement, that was Earth, Wind, and Fire with September to sum up the past 10 days. And welcome to Past Week, Next Week with Chris and Paul starring Boogie and introducing the texter.
What's up, Tuckers?
Yay!
And I'm Paul. This is the show where we review the most important things from the past week and get you ready for the next week. It's your one-stop podcast to keep you updated. It's a real week review. Just listen to us and you won't need any other information outlet. That's our guarantee. Thanks for listening to us online at kctkradio.com or at Facebook Live at KCTK Radio page. If it's easier, just use the KCTK Radio smartphone app. If you don't have it, you can download it right now. It's free. And let me give you the spelling of that. KCTK.
One more time.
KCTK.
Like the letter C?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Letter C, yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. You can you can join the experiment by calling or texting us at 913-735-0060. We welcome your participation. Coming up, we have our weekly news quiz, pop culture update, credible special feature, repeat of, I think it's clearly our number one feature. It is the rabbit hole.
Oh.
Yeah. And so people are going to be excited about that. I think the last time I got feedback that the song that we got the Past Week, Next Week band to put together, they do all of our jingles and stuff. It's an earworm. It keeps in here.
Yeah, it does. You're not going to forget that.
Yeah. So sorry about that. But first, let's see what's going on with everyone. I'm going to jump in here real quick if you don't mind, because we haven't been here for a while.
Yeah, how many weeks has it been?
2.
Sheesh, Bob. Wow.
And we had a couple complaints.
Oh.
Yeah. I guess during the regular show, we had some people try to give us a call. And let's go to them real quick. Because if you really, the number 913-735-0060 is always available. And even if we're not here.
Oh.
I've been trying to get a hold of the podcast or listen to the podcast, and I can't find it. You guys are so funny, and
Yeah,
I didn't
it's
get
true.
to listen to it this morning. I don't know how to go about my day.
Yeah. So I
Is
guess
there something wrong?
that
I
yeah.
sure
Oh.
hope everything's okay.
Yeah, I guess that woman, I'm assuming from North Wisconsin, with that accent, she.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah. It's hurtful that we did anything to that lady, but it's worse because there's more.
Oh, God.
Hi, this is Drunk Julie, just calling. Long-time
Drunk
listener,
Julie.
just wondering why the week review next week, this week, all the weeks podcast is not happening. Met brunch with some friends who were just wanting to listen. Thought it'd be, some funny commentary, but I guess you guys are on strike. Anyway, hopefully I'll get to hear you next week. If not, I'll just be at brunching by myself.
Oh, Drunk Julie.
Yeah. Drunk Julie, of course, everyone knows she's a pretty well-known listener. She was a big fan of the Tracy Tip and the Dip and the week review.
She was really a big fan of the Tracy
Yeah,
Dip in the
she
Wick?
would show up in studio to
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
to drink.
Okay. Yes. Yes.
So
I love
so-
Drunk Julie.
Sorry that we disappointed her, but
Drunk Julie.
if only it was only her.
Hi, Mom and Dad are getting mine.
What?
I'm here at the house. Want to get in? Mind your business, Steve's on
Oh,
here to do the
no.
podcast. Okay.
So mind your business, Steve wanted to be on the show, and
Oh, man. And we didn't even have a show for Mind Your Business Steve to be
Yeah.
on.
Damn. Drunk Julie, mind your business, Steve.
yeah,
North Dakota Sally. That's weird.
Hey, man. This is Gary. I was calling into the podcast, and something must not be working because it's not on the Facebook or the FaceTime. We got it down here at the party at the Rise on the Plaza. We tried to put on the KCTK's weekend review for the podcast, and we can't get it to work. So we're wondering if you guys are okay, because we know you guys don't ever skip a fucking podcast. Go to brunch, nothing. But so check in with us. We'll be tuning in next week, I guess, if you guys aren't going to be on the radio.
yeah. So
Oh, my
Wow.
God.
That Gary sounds a lot like somebody I know.
really,
Yeah.
huh?
You never skip a fucking. Oh, God.
Attorney Phil Lavoda is shocked.
So I don't know, but yeah. So we're back. We're better than ever.
Well.
And now we can move to what's been going on.
Yeah.
Chris, this is what people want to know.
Well, do we need the music bed first?
No, I'll
Okay.
I'll get another type of music bed for you. Okay.
So I'm going to take.
They've entertained audiences for years, and now Pioneer Records is proud to present the song stylings of Eager and Jones.
Now we'll do that a little bit later.
Okay.
But I don't know if I'm going to jump in here. I don't know if you heard this one.
What the world needs now is love, sweet love. That is just the thing that there's just too little of. What the world needs now is love, sweet love.
Yeah, it's
no, not just for some.
It's
but
Elvis singing
for
Burt
everyone.
Bacharach. This is very
That's the
meta.
universal message, and it's true today. Love.
That was Brian Morris, our good friend.
Oh, no
Spreading
way.
love.
I love Brian. He sounded very
In the voice of
Elvis-y
Elvis.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow.
He's a good performer.
Yes, he is. I love Brian.
Yeah.
And just he's a great follow on X, by the way.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Or Twitter.
You didn't
as some
say it.
people
You didn't
call
say it right.
What?
X.
So, Chris,
Yeah.
I'm sorry that I've been delaying. People want to know what's going on with you.
Yeah.
I get cards and letters all the time. What's up with Chris?
Well, first of all, I want to take full responsibility for us not having a show last week. It was Labor Day weekend, and I went down to visit Abby at Mizzou. So, took my mom. We went down and just had a really nice time. Watched the Mizzou South Dakota volleyball game.
Ooh,
Mizzou won.
nice.
So MIZ. And then
CLU.
yeah, just had a nice time in Columbia, Missouri. So always good to see her. And she works the Mizzou football game. So I can't go down on homecoming or family weekend because I won't see her. She'll be working the game the whole time. So that was our little fall visit. So that was really nice. And then had a little funny. I actually shared this with you yesterday while we were drinking wine.
No, wait a minute. Can we go back to last weekend now?
Yeah.
I had this letter. Where was of Chris? Was she out whoring around in Colorado?
Wow.
She's with some people of ill repute. Your
Yeah.
wife?
Are you sure it doesn't say horsing around?
Please
tell me. Please tell me. It
The
says
Brainwave,
horsing.
Brainwave Institute says I have dyslexia.
Yeah, so while I was in Columbia, Jane, my wife, went with several of her friends out to Colorado, and they climbed the Manitou Incline.
Do you know him? Have you heard of him? Pornhub. Type that in.
Sound like it. Manitou.
Yeah, it took all 5 of them like 3 hours to conquer this thing.
Yikes.
Yeah. So it's a huge, I think it used to be like almost like a railroad track that they would take mining carts up, but they took all the metal off, so now you just have railroad ties and kind of a stair step that goes way up a mountain. And every year on 9/11, all the firefighters in the area get in their full gear and they climb the whole thing, just like the ones in New York climb the building. Yeah. So they went out and did that, had a fun weekend. And,
But she was with some people of ill repute, right?
Well, yeah.
Yeah. And a bunch of firefighters right there. That's weird.
yeah.
Interesting.
Climbing the pole.
And she had a great time, though, right?
She was exhausted when she got home. I'll say that. Yeah.
Okay, so you were saying back to now time.
So now time. So then this last week, we had all the sales leaders in town at my company for a meeting. And one of the things that we did, we took an afternoon and we did a service project where they split us up into teams and we went to different senior living communities in the area and volunteered our time.
It's nice.
It was very nice. So I went to a really nice community, Claridge Court, nicest in Kansas City, so they say. And they were explaining to us what we were going to be doing in our volunteering, and a little old lady rolled up behind me in her wheelchair and mumbled something. I didn't hear it. And I turned around and said hello, told her my name. Anyway, we leave, and one of my friends, coworkers, Kelly, comes over and goes, "Oh my gosh." She goes, "That was so hilarious. Did you not hear me laughing my ass off?" I go, "No, why?" She goes, "What the lady said behind you." I go, "I didn't hear anything." She goes, "Chris, she rolled up behind you, looked straight at your ass, looked you up and down, and goes, 'Now that's tempting.'"
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
You still got it.
I still got it.
Man.
Yeah. So, and it was probably good for Jane to hear that right before our anniversary, which was yesterday.
Well,
So
congratulations.
it's good for her to know that I still got it.
That
Yeah.
you will go out and pull a 90-year-old woman in a wheelchair.
Yeah, I will. So
If you have to.
she better come proper. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, respect.
Yeah. So, but happy 6 years to Jane. It's just been a whirlwind and a wonderful time. I couldn't love the lady more. And we got to spend a good portion of our day yesterday with Paul and his at the Wine Fest that we have every year in Independence.
Nice.
It's a nice time.
It was a nice time. Beautiful weather. I'm kind of proud of myself that I was going to say I didn't get sloppy drunk. I didn't get drunk at all. I just, had a couple of glasses of wine, had a cider.
You're proud of that.
Yeah, I was like a normal adult. It was really weird.
Was it really that, or is your body just so soaked with alcohol at this point that it just doesn't? It just doesn't phase you anymore.
Yeah, it's a non-factor for me.
Your body's just like, man, whatever.
Yeah, okay, that's cute.
Oh, that's
cider. Isn't that
wine.
cute?
That's cute.
Yeah. So then we left there. We went to visit my poor Aunt Patty. God love her. Fell down, fractured her hip. Didn't break it, but so she spent a month in the hospital. And back home now, so we got to visit her, and then Jane and I had a lovely dinner at 3rd Street Social, and we were home by 9:30 on the couch. So,
nice.
The passion is still alive, friends.
Nice. Where'd you get a 3rd Street Social? I love that place.
Oh, I got the Hawaiian ribeye. Have you ever gotten that there?
No.
Oh, it's so good, and
it's like a steak and all charred.
Yeah, it's charred, and it's been marinated in like pineapple and
it's
teriyaki.
completely burnt.
Oh, stop. Hey, Aunt, let me throw this out to you.
I just got that, Paul.
Yeah, it's terrible.
The sides that come with the ribeye are a cucumber salad and white rice.
Ooh.
That's terrible sides. I switched out for the cheesy grits and the collard greens.
Yeah, you
That's
did.
money, baby.
Yeah, you did.
That is money.
I never had a collard green before.
Oh God! If they're done right, they're so good.
Is it the green like looks like spinach almost?
Yeah. It looks...
Maybe I have had that. A lot of butter. Put a lot of butter on it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Bacon grease. And,
that's right. I have.
Yeah, so
I'm
good.
getting hungry now.
I could have made a meal out of there. So if you go to 3rd Street Social, try the collard greens. They have, and here's a pro. They have sautéed greens and they have collard greens. Get the collard greens.
And let's talk about grits for just 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
I am a big fan of the sweet morning breakfast grits.
Oh, okay.
The other kind of grits. I guess I've had grits with shrimp in it. That's pretty good, but.
Oh yeah, I love shrimp and grits. These cheesy grits were.
But you get little grits and you put just a little bit of a syrup in it. It's good.
Yeah, I'm more of the breakfast grits too.
Yeah,
I've never really done the breakfast grits. It's good. Try it out, I guess.
Yeah, I had to go to a place I like to call New Orleans.
Oh, I say Nolans.
Nolans, yeah. Okay. They have those there.
Yeah, they also have those beignets. Beignets?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, begonettes. God, they're good.
They're real good.
So anyway, that's me. That's enough about me.
Chris, you're back. You're better than ever.
I'm back. Yeah. I'm back. I'm way back.
No. Here he is. Star of the show, Boogie. Welcome. We didn't have a show 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Because I went to brunch. And I've told you my brunch issue.
Yeah.
I figured out a way to solve it.
Mm-hmm.
By saying to the brunch crew that wants me to go with them is that my buddies have to go with me.
Oh, okay. So you don't go to brunch unless we go with
unless the whole show comes.
Right.
I
think the texter was still in a walker and a full machine or something. Something where he was unable to do. I think an iron lung.
Yeah.
I'm not sure exactly what it was.
He was all robo-copped up.
Yeah, he's all $6 million man in it.
Yeah. And we all were going, and then once again, Boogie doesn't control his life. He doesn't have his schedule. He has a Whitney who tells him what to do.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
And you missed it.
I did. We were, and what's funny, we were supposed to go see our good friend Johnny Marie perform. And that particular Sunday.
I'd love that. Like one guy's a little bit of rock and roll, and one guy
a little bit country.
She's a little bit country.
Yeah.
Is that Johnny Marie?
Yeah, Johnny Marie. So they were performing.
It's keep going, folks. Okay,
outside.
I haven't been here a while.
And we get there, and they're packing up to go. Let me back up. They were performing at a church parking lot,
Sure.
which would have been totally fine.
Yeah.
But we are literally pulling up, and they're packing. So he says before, I'm like, "Are you doing like church hymns? Like that's not your thing." And he's like, "Nope, we're doing our regular set. Like, not changing it for the church audience, whatever." And so we're pulling up, and it's starting to rain. So they were literally packing their shit up to go perform inside the church.
Oh.
Whitney, I pull up, look over, see them moving inside. And we're like, nope. We just take straight off. Like,
We know what happens if you step foot inside church.
exactly.
Boogie.
So that didn't happen, and then it was too late to catch up with you guys at brunch. So she and I just ended up going to First Watch and just
having a little couple
just
time.
had a little couple time.
Oh,
So-
that's nice. You were missed, though.
Well, thanks. That was a lovely picture you guys sent too, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Outside of that, I don't. High school football's kicked off.
Yeah.
Can we go back to
Yeah.
because it just you're like a high school, or a college church parking lot. Guess where John Lennon met? He was doing a gig and he met Paul McCartney for the time. Guess where they were playing?
Church parking lot.
That's exactly correct.
Whoa.
Wow.
So let's not do that. Wait, did you guys hear my good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's been a hard day.
Very good. So let's not.
Let's not shit on church parking lots.
Yeah.
Okay.
So are we? And we aren't. I mean, we're getting into sports now, right?
I mean,
Because I'm very interested in knowing.
Here's the thing. This was a shitty week for football for me.
Okay, what about last week though?
Last week was
Past week is what I call it.
Past week was pretty good. Both of the boys individually are doing really good. My kid led the defense for that first week, so everything was really cool. But then this week,
Well, just let me say this: the highlights were on Channel 4 of him. Of him.
he did make a highlight reel.
Number 14, right?
Number 14.
Number
that's right.
14. What's the team again?
Blue Valley Northwest Huskies.
Okay, the Huskies, number 14. Interception, big play on Channel 4. And the guy goes, "Oh, that was a completed pass. Oh, wait, that was a interception." It doesn't even say Joseph Arnold's name.
He just completely destroyed the reporting.
Right.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, come on, man.
Yeah.
But anyway.
And then I guess you put together, maybe he does it with all his, Joseph does it with all his sponsorships and things that he has.
Yeah.
His team put together a video highlight thing that was on
X. It was on X.
That was pretty cool.
He actually did it himself, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, what?
Yeah, he did.
I thought he called Brittany Mahomes and got all these people going. Now, I'm telling
Peyton
you.
and Omaha Productions.
And I feel like you're not listening to me.
What?
There's a guy who puts together so cool football highlights, and he goes by the name of otherwise known as the Texter. Also introducing the Texter.
I know this, but he's so out of my price range. I can never.
I'm telling you,
get hold of him and have him. And he's always booked up.
Okay, well, remember that next time he writes, "Dear Boogie Nights," and he only asks you a question. Just say, "I'm not answering the question."
Yeah.
Yep. You're right.
Ooh.
You're right.
So, but this week was bad.
This week they
$250 an hour.
See, he's way out
That's
of
what
my
he
price
makes.
range.
That's what he makes.
That's what he makes. Yeah, you know what? I don't even want to talk about it. It's this week pissed me off. Between that and
Chiefs.
So before I leave, let me go back to Gabe, my bonus baby. So he's been doing really good too. And speaking of the Chiefs,
What position does he play?
he plays inside linebacker.
Okay.
So he's had a really good couple of weeks too. But going back to the Chiefs, they played Blue Valley West this weekend. Mm-hmm. Blue Valley West's quarterback is Nagy's son. What'd you call me?
What?
Nagy's son.
Oh, wow.
So guess who's on the fucking sideline watching the game this week?
Mahomes?
Patty fucking Mahomes.
No way.
Yeah. So that was cool.
That's really
cool for
cool.
them.
Did the players like to see him there, or were they happy about that?
I'm sure they were probably a little distracted or whatever.
Yeah.
Probably a little bit. Yeah, that's pretty cool though.
So can you imagine the access that kid probably has?
Oh yeah! Holy cow!
Yeah.
Is he a prospect? You think?
Yeah.
Is he good enough?
That's a great way to put it.
I mean, I hear he's decent. I haven't seen him this year.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll play him in a couple weeks. We'll see.
I mean, I would be certain he'll get every opportunity if he's got enough talent to be
no,
able.
you
to,
think?
Yeah.
No.
I told Joseph, lay his fucking ass out. Make a statement.
Yes.
Oh, he's on a different team. So, is it true that Nagy, what did I call you? He played
What
college
did I
ball
call you?
with Veach?
He played with who?
College ball with Veach?
I think I heard that. Yeah.
I don't know.
Out of
think so.
some smaller
Yeah.
place in Pennsylvania. I think.
Oh,
Yeah.
Which
Yeah, I
it surprised me
remember
that Veach played. He's a little fella.
Yeah. Obviously better in the front office than on
Yeah.
the line of scrimmage. But,
Well, we thought that.
well, we thought that.
Until he can't get a deal done with.
Yeah. Until we can't get a deal done with Chris Jones and we see Clyde and Sky Moore, top draft picks, not looking good at all.
man, so going back to my statement, this was a shitty week for football.
Yeah, it sure
Yes.
was. Okay, so but tell us a little bit about
Jesus Christ.
your romantic trip to Sunflowers. We saw it on the,
Pictures
face-
were
Facebook.
everywhere.
You saw it on the Book of Faces. So we take this trip annually out to the sunflower not patch, they're fields. It's like, have you guys ever been out there?
I've not. I see everybody's pics.
It really is beautiful. It just
Okay.
lasts forever. And sunflowers are of Boogie's favorite.
Oh.
So we take this annual trip out there.
Good
and-
Kansas kid right there.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, that's right. And we get out there and just take pics and frolic through the sunflower fields.
Can can you eat the seeds straight from the flowers? Can you?
I don't think so.
Okay. I don't know
never-
how sunflowers work.
I don't know how they work either.
Yeah.
No, we just like to take pictures, and it's cool to like get really cool shots up close of the bumblebees, like
Yeah.
hanging out on the sunflowers and all that.
I don't know if like you suck on their stamens if the seed comes out. I don't know how they work.
I'm sorry? What'd you call me?
What? Sucking on what and seed comes out?
Well, isn't the stamen the thing in the middle of the flower?
Seed? What are you saying?
Stamen? I don't know. I should probably go back to botany class before I talk like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be good. So, so that's all the Boogie
Well,
news.
and now at the sunflower place,
Yeah.
is there stuff to do? Is there like
Nothing.
Nothing.
Well,
Is it-
okay, so they do have a little general store that's like in the middle of. There's like 3 or 4 main, like huge fields, and they have like a general store that's kind of posted up between them, and you can go in and buy
Pistol.
sunflower stuff.
Yeah, but there's not like a restaurant or a...
No, there's not a full restaurant. This little general store sells pastries and stuff like that.
Gotcha.
But there's no like huge
Okay,
restaurant.
I didn't know if it was you drive out, you have yourself a nice lunch, you frolic, you get a glass of wine, look over from the deck.
Yeah,
Sunflower wine.
I imagine you probably could do that if you wanted to.
Okay, I just...
It's cool. It's fun though.
But
It
there
is
was
fun.
some
It
there
is
was
fun.
some college games on yesterday.
Yeah.
To get back to.
Yeah. Oh,
No, that's true.
Colorado. Ooh.
I didn't even know what happened in that game.
They won.
They won.
They beat the dog shit out of Nebraska.
Yeah. Nebraska's been bad though. They've been
Have they
bad.
been crappy?
Yeah.
Well, okay.
But Colorado's been bad for a long, long time, and they're looking good now.
Yeah.
A lot better than Mizzou, I'll say that.
Do we want to use this? Let's use this particular moment. I mean, you guys want to talk Chiefs? I went and I thought I had tickets for all of us,
Oh boy.
and then I kind of screwed you guys on that one.
Yeah, I mean, what are you going to do?
I mean,
Yeah, sorry about that, Jack. I mean,
you probably should.
Boogie was
What'd you
excited.
call him?
What'd you call me?
Brian was ready to go.
Uh-huh.
I don't know who that is, but I know Texter was ready to go.
Yeah.
And I kind of messed. So I ended up watching it at the neighbor's house.
Oh, fun.
Okay.
And here's the thing I need to psychologically figure out about the Chiefs. They've won 2 Super Bowls recently. I had season tickets during the Montana time, and they would always, at the end, choke.
Yeah.
Right? I should be so happy. No. There's no happiness when you watch the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, why is Travis Kelce, is he really hurt? Or they're like, he's kind of hurt and it's Detroit, let's not play him. Or he's on a date with Taylor Swift now. Have you heard that rumor?
I saw that he tried to like holler at her, but I
No,
thought
the
she,
rumor
like,
is that they're dating.
Wow.
no.
And, yeah, which
Well, good for
I mean,
Travis.
this
if it's-
just gets
if it's
me
true.
super excited.
Yeah.
Two people I love
Oh my God.
more than life itself.
Bet you can just imagine yourself in the mix of that.
Yeah.
somewhere.
Ooh.
It was.
Wait, I'm still thinking. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but if he was playing, we would have won.
I know, but that's the scary thing. It showed just how important he is.
Yeah.
And all preseason, we're hearing about this deep wide receiver room, and the only person could get open couldn't catch a ball to save his life. In fact, he tossed one to a defensive player.
It's like hot potato. Like, oh, I don't want that.
Did you know that Patrick Mahomes has never lost a first game of any season ever?
Of his whole life?
Of his whole life, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Well, he has now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw a tweet from Curtis Seabolt, and sadly it's true. He goes, think about this. If Kadarius Toney had just slapped every pass that came to him to the ground instead of trying to catch, we would have won the game.
Yeah.
It got to the point I actually felt sorry for him.
I did too.
It's like at first it's like, oh, come on, what's wrong with you? And then it's like, oh, bless his heart.
Boy, I felt bad, and boy, Giants fans are just giddy. Just giddy, because he spent all off season trolling them, and then he deleted his X account right
The
after
Giants
the game.
fan?
Did he really?
He did.
Oh, boy. Yeah, why Giants?
Because he
What about
was with the
Cincinnati?
Giants, and
Oh.
I thought he was with us last year, wasn't he?
well, he was drafted by the Giants. We got him from the Giants, and then they started, good luck with him. He's never healthy, he can't do anything, and then he came up big for us, at the end of the year last year. So he started trolling all the fans on social media. But you know what? If he deleted his ex, maybe he needs to focus. I don't know.
Yeah, sure.
So I'm rooting for the guy. I feel terrible for him. Terrible.
Yeah. So, real quick, let me wrap up. Saw a really cool band that I guess is pretty popular here in town that I had never seen before, Dolomite.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're good.
God, they're amazing.
Really?
So we saw them a couple of weeks ago. A friend was having a birthday party, and we got to see them at the Whale. They're really good. They performed. What else? Oh, quick shout out to a friend of ours that goes way back that I found out listens to the show, Kelly Whitaker.
How about that?
Yep.
Kelly.
And I bumped into Kelly in the office, and she was just going on and on about Chris and how funny Chris is. And,
What?
yeah, I'm like,
Please
whatever.
tell us a little more about this. Pete.
No, let's not. So that was it. So quick shout out to Kelly.
Love Kelly.
And finally, I just mentioned that I bumped into Kelly at the office. I have a job.
Hallelujah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
has Kelly
Good for you.
Has Kelly been at the same employer since?
Yes.
Wow.
So she's got to be getting close to.
She got laid off a while back, right? But then came back.
Oh, did she come back? Maybe she came back.
Okay.
I think so.
Okay.
Okay, that's what I
But
thought,
like
too.
years ago. But maybe I'm
Is it
remembering
IT
wrong.
stuff?
I can't remember what she does now. I think it's
something
IT stuff.
something smarter than
Smarter
I
than
could
me.
figure out. Yeah.
So something so much smarter than me, I can't even remember what she said she does. So, so that's
It's
it.
nice to hear that another person listens to us.
Yeah.
Who
Yeah, it
actually
is.
knows us and
So that's
still.
one more
why would she
person.
do that?
I don't know. I'm sure she's bored.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So I guess it's to me.
Yeah.
The big this whole big segment will be wrapped up with big excitement news from the texter. So everyone, just kind of be prepared as you fall asleep during what I did. So I went to brunch.
Oh,
We had a nice brunch.
it was nice.
You were there. That was nice.
Yeah.
And,
At the Rye.
yeah. So, that was nice. And then last week, Oh, yeah, you were out of town, so we didn't do. But then had a kind of a nice time by the pool, neighbor's pool, not my pool. I don't have a pool.
Yeah, I stopped by there on Labor
that's
Day.
right, yeah.
It was very nice.
Yeah.
It was a nice afternoon.
So that was a kind of a nice weekend, and just enjoying I'm really liking that we're cooling down a bit, folks.
Yes.
Can I mention something about the brunch that was surprising to me? And I don't know if we've talked about this on the show or not, but I got to sit down at the end of the table by your oldest brother and his wife, which was nice because I don't get to talk to them a lot. And we had a lovely conversation. But Greg, your oldest brother, I always have seen him as this
he likes
big-
to go by Sal.
Oh, Sal, your oldest brother, I've always seen as a big, tough guy. And in fact, when I first became friends with you, I was kind of like, when he was around, like, oh God, I'm kind of nervous. I don't want to irritate Greg. I don't know why. I just saw him as this tough guy. And then we're talking, and he's going on and on about his love of Hallmark movies.
Oh yeah,
He loves Hallmark movies.
you'd be more specific.
Christmas. Yes.
Yes.
And they were talking about they want to go on this cruise, this Hallmark Christmas movie cruise thing. And I was shocked. And he's like, oh, yeah, I love them. I love Hallmark Christmas movies.
Wow.
So, how about that?
Well, when he told me that, it was a fun discussion because we were all together one time, and I told the family that I was going to go see Taylor Swift. Okay, you guys know I like Taylor Swift.
We
I
know that,
mentioned
yeah.
A little bit.
earlier.
We've heard that.
So two of the brothers started making fun of me because I was going to go to a girl concert. Okay, and so I'm in the barrel. It's sometimes it's fun, sometimes it isn't fun to be in the barrel. Then Sal starts talking about how he loves Hallmark Christmas movies and he watches it all the time and cries. And is going to go on a cruise of the Hallmark Christmas cruise.
Wow.
Well, I'm way out of the barrel then.
I tried a fun thing with him. I go, okay, I've never watched one of these. Let me describe a plot line that I think would be a Hallmark Christmas. So I described this whole thing, and he goes, if only they would have been cousins, you would have done Cousins Carolina Christmas perfectly. So not only did I do like a general, I did a very specific move, and he knew exactly which one it was. Yeah.
Well, I think it's really interesting that you think that a family member of mine it's so cute and nice he does that. I talk to his grown-up kids about seeking help from the finest mental health person available.
Yes.
So we're working on that.
Yeah.
Now there's a place for mom. Is there a place for nut jobs or?
I mean, we can help with just about anything.
Okay,
so,
good.
Yeah.
All right, that's awesome. So yeah, and yesterday was the Independence Uncork Wine Fest, which is always fun.
Yeah.
It's been going on for 10 years. I don't think I've been to every single one, but I think one of the first times.
Did you go the first year? Do you think?
I don't think so. I think the first year was you were there. You weren't married yet, but you were with Jane. And we had a nice time.
Yeah.
And ever since then, we've had a kind of a good time going to that.
It's always fun, and it's always beautiful weather. I don't know what it is, but
It's at the Bingham Wagner Estate, an old oldie time house, and I think the city owns it. And
huge, beautiful lawn. Yeah.
Chris, you were in charge of it when you were on town council.
I wasn't. Yeah.
Yeah, but town council was in charge of it.
No, the Rotaries always puts it on.
No, of the house.
Oh, of the house.
Yes.
Yeah. Gotcha. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
That's why I voted.
And
for
it's
you.
available for weddings and events, and it's really a beautiful
Really?
place. Yeah. AITT and Boogie, you guys should come next year.
We'll come.
And bring your
and then,
wives. It's a lot
and
of
then
fun.
we can carpool out to the sunflower patch, all drunk from the winery.
Oh, that's a great idea. Yeah, we
See?
can sober up
Make-
on the way out
make
there.
a day of it.
Yeah.
Chris kind of messed up the whole fun time of the Wine Fest by getting married 6 years ago on the Wine Fest day. So it just kind of screws up everything.
I know. I kind of messed it up for everybody.
So I got nothing, but let's go to the texter. He's been
Yeah.
texting.
been waiting on.
I got a,
2 weeks worth of shenanigans here.
Oh yeah.
I get a text alert like I don't know, 6:30 in the morning that he's online ready to go.
Well, it's been 2 weeks. He's backed up like somebody that ate a whole block of cheese, man. He's got stuff to say.
So let's go through can you guys see it?
Yes.
Yeah. Hi, Margaret. Are you there? I fucked it all up. Hi, God. Are you there? It's me, Margaret.
Help.
Oh, boy. Now I got to find the help me sound. I'll find that later. And then, dear passed away. Why don't you do more shows anymore? This business of a show every 7 weeks is crap.
I agree.
Let's commit to doing it.
Yeah, we need to be committed. By the way, I'm out next week. No, I'm joking.
All right. You picked a nice tune. Thank you. Did you know in 1971, burglars broke into an FBI office by writing a note that said, "Please don't lock this door tonight," and posted it on the front door? It worked, and they stole some files. Yeah.
I mean, if it worked, it must be brilliant. That's, wow.
Dear Next Week Today, does Boogie Nights have severe allergies? We've all wanted to know this.
Yeah. This has been a topic of discussion on the forums for a while.
Not that I know of. Why?
Okay. Well,
that was brilliant.
The texter is referring to Boogie is wearing a shirt that says "I can't breathe," and in typical middle-aged white man way, Chris and I have ignored it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mentioned it before the show, but you're right. I haven't.
And I've ignored it as if he's
yeah,
not telling the truth.
So you have severe allergies.
That was brilliant.
Okay.
AIT.
Wow.
Oh, I forgot to mention too that I went to last week. I went and saw a band. Gosh, I have this all prepared too, guys. I went and saw a band in Lawrence, Kansas.
Yeah.
And I always feel like the guy who is really the guy of Lawrence, Kansas, is the texter.
Yeah.
It wasn't Gary Lawrence who they named the thing after. But we saw this band called Sutherland Soul, Stank Face, on KCTK Radio. Stank.
Funky bass
Stank
right
it
there.
up.
There's a lot of stank on that.
That is.
Thank you.
And this isn't a joke song, right?
What you hear there is a bass, a harmonica, a kettle drum, and a fiddle.
I hear the fiddle. Yeah.
So awesome.
That's cool.
It is so very good. So that's what I did. And Lawrence's intro, I've never been there very much.
I love Lawrence. I love
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Mass Street. They're just yeah, it's fun. I love college towns, you know.
They kick butt, and then will always be Random Song Friday.
That's awesome.
If you want to download Sutherland Lost Soul, Stankface, their number
Sutherland Lost Soul?
Sonderland.
Sonderland Lost
Just
Soul.
go
Okay.
to the KCTK radio app and you can download it now. But we're gonna go back to the texter. But he told me to go to a bar, and I did go there, and I don't remember the name of it. But
Well,
so anyway, okay. Back to the show. I have tickets. The texter says I have tickets to the big game for you guys. Oh wait, no, I don't.
Oh.
That was me.
I think that's aimed directly at you.
Yeah.
I
Shots
feel
fired.
like.
They weren't tickets. They were sweet tickets.
Oh, and that's SUITE.
Yeah.
But also SWEET.
Yeah.
Wow.
Focus on that
So
one.
I like to make a
Yeah.
proclamation now that
Oh.
I'm done organizing things.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, why do I organize things? Because I want to spend time with my buddies.
Right.
Why do my buddies not organize things and have me included? A similar but opposite reason.
Speaking of which, just real quick, I'm a little disappointed in you three for not giving Of Boogie a little more shit. That she was supposedly putting together this massive, what's Funky Town,
Yeah.
soiree,
Where's that? You know what?
and I've heard nothing about it.
I've not heard a word. I guess I'm used to it from the way Paul organizes stuff. So
Well, it was supposed to be a direct response to Paul's inability to put things together.
She was going to show him up and show him out.
She was going to show him up, and I've heard jack shit.
At least I kind of have plans and get excited about it.
Yeah, you do something,
and then get you all excited
At least you
about it.
raise false hope.
Right. Yeah, thank you.
God, Whitney, come on. Come on.
He asked a question a lot of listeners have been asking. Who is your favorite member of the band Electric Mayhem?
Derek.
You think so? Mm-hmm. I think...
no, it's got to be Ron.
No,
Oh, you like Ron?
I like Ron.
Isn't Electric Mayhem the house band on the Muppet Show? Isn't that who that is?
Are they? Oh.
Yeah, so the tooth guy.
Oh, Dr. Teeth?
Yeah.
Or I got to be Animal. Or maybe the hippie chick with no eyes.
Yeah, Animal's the star, I think. The devil went down to Georgia, he says. Coffee spelled backwards is... I don't...
EFOC.
EFOC, I don't give EFOC till I've had my coffee. Oh, that's cute.
That should be on a T-shirt,
Yeah,
too.
Oh,
that
that's
we could
funny.
ignore.
Yeah.
Second Street Social blows the doors off Fuck. Tyler, help me, Tyler. Tyler, help me, Tyler. It's a brainwave. It's a brainwave. Third Street Social blows the doors off Second Street Social.
Yeah, yeah.
And First Street Social sucks.
Yeah. Oh, he put the other cup of pizza guy straight out of business.
Brunch is a mixture of breakfast and lunch.
Texter gets it.
Yeah, he gets $250 an hour. And Pistol, I think he was saying what is sold in the general store, a pistol.
Oh, probably so.
I love Kelly. Is this pool you speak of fiberglass? I think it is.
I believe so, yeah.
It's nice, isn't it, though?
Mm-hmm. It's a really nice pool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hallmark is headquartered in Kansas City. That's true.
That's news I can use.
I know the Wine Fest was yesterday, but when is the Kentucky Derby watch party? That's going to be in May.
Oh, okay.
And we invite all our listeners. What's all this noise that's coming up here?
I don't even know.
It's weird. Okay. LFK. It's LFK Jr., I think, is what you're talking about.
Oh, yes.
Right. The Red Lion. The Red Lion. That's the bar I went to.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So we're up to date. And
Oh. No, LFK is, yeah. Now
Lawrence, effing Kansas. Did you go to school there, Texter, or you had kids that went to school there?
I think it was his offspring.
Kids, okay. Are you guys hearing a computer noise?
Yeah.
I am too.
It's on repeat.
I don't know where it is. But guys,
Yeah.
there's also been news that's been going on.
Oh, yeah.
And,
Yeah, there has.
Are you guys ready for the Slate News quiz?
I'm ready.
I am.
See, Boogie and I are good. I don't know about AITT.
Yeah. Let's see here. Let's go to the Slate News quiz. It's one of the most popular.
What is that?
I don't know.
It's one of the most popular features of the show because we do make a very clear, updated, and we keep you updated, and you don't have to listen to anything else. Some of that bullshit that you guys don't listen to at the beginning of the show, they say. But here's the Slate News quiz.
For some reason, I'm not getting it on the monitor over here. We just get a black screen when I go.
What'd you call me?
What? God dang it.
You black screen.
What? It just doesn't. Nagy. I just. Wow.
Chris, can you tell the folk what's this all about?
Yeah, so every week, we, the crew here at Past Week, Next Week, go to the Slate News Quiz. And this is not something that we put together, and we promise you we don't look at it ahead of time.
Mm-hmm.
So, and you'll know that that's the case when you hear us start answering the questions. But we try to answer 5. Of course, we want to get them all right. But we're hoping for at least
But see,
80%.
here's a little part of the problem we have here is that it is originally Past Week, Next Week with Chris and Paul. So Boogie and the Texter feel like they're not part of. Oh. But they like to say when we do well, they're part of it. Then when we don't, they're not.
Yeah, you guys are dumb and stuff.
And I hate to tell you this, Chris Jones, you're on the
Success
team.
has many
Okay.
parents.
You're on the team, Chris Jones, whether we win or lose.
You guys need to pay me. Show me the money.
President Joe Biden appeared in which city on Labor Day to speak to members of a sheet metal workers union?
It sounds like a Philadelphia
sounds
thing,
like
but I
Philly.
don't know.
Yeah.
That's right, Philly. I call it
Very
Philly.
Philly thing.
Yeah.
The president kicked off a
Sheet metal
36th
workers.
annual Tri-State Labor Day Parade and Family Fun Festival, which drew nearly 5,000 union member supporters and their family. Back in the time when I was in politics, I'd always go to the Labor Day Parade.
Oh.
Usually in a convertible, I'd wave and hi everybody. And one time we got on horses.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I was with a guy who owns a ranch south of here.
Did you ride side saddle?
Well, I might as well have because we were done and we went up to buy the Liberty Memorial.
Uh-huh.
And the rancher knows how to ride horses. So he goes, come on, yeah, yeah.
Uh-huh.
And my horse heard that and said, that's fun. Oh. And I started going,
Did you fall off?
no.
Okay, good.
Oh, good.
Whoa, whoa, horsey pie, pony, I'm scared.
Hey, a horse is a big animal, man.
Sure, thank you. So, so am I.
I don't know.
So we did that, and happy Labor Day, everybody.
Yeah.
Great.
And you know why you work only 40 hours a week, and there's a thing called the weekend?
Because of the unions.
The labor movement.
Yep.
Now, I mean, we're having a big deal with labor movement again.
We are.
There was a Teamster strike. There's a lot of organizing when it comes to Starbucks
Yeah.
and Amazon, and it looks like the UAW may be
Yeah.
going on strike. Do you guys know anything about that story?
Not a lot.
They're going on strike against all three of the big three American automakers.
Mm-hmm.
How's that work? Because like Ford wouldn't have anything to do with GM's contract. I don't know.
I don't know how that works. I was talking a little bit with somebody yesterday at the Wine Fest whose son works for Ford.
Okay.
And yeah, was saying that, yeah, they're all, they want cost of living. I don't remember what all, but the demands don't sound that unreasonable. But
Yeah. I think
don't know.
GM came back and said it was completely unreasonable.
Yeah.
And then Ford said maybe we can work on it. But I wonder if those three are in a little,
they got to be in some kind of cahoots,
Cahoots,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
just only hurts the. There's got to be a reason they're all going against all of them. So, good luck to all of our friends at UAW.
Amen.
Okay, next question. Question number 2. Attendees of which annual festival were left stranded in the desert turned mud pit after 2 months worth of rain fell in 24 hours?
Muddy Man.
It
Yeah.
was, yep, it was called Money Man. The other choice was Electric Mayhem, but that wasn't. Yeah, it's the Burning Man.
Muddy Man.
What? You can't just kind of go down to the Uptown Theater and see your band. I don't understand these festivals.
I don't know. I've never been. Don't want to go.
Yeah.
And it sounds, I don't know. I just know what I hear. But, you know, Burning Man used to be this grassroots movement thing. And apparently now it's all corporate-y, just like everything else. And
Now,
so-
would Molly go to something like that?
oh, most assuredly, Molly would go to something like that. Yeah.
Okay. She's the type of person, or they are the type of person I would ask
Yeah.
about that type of stuff.
Yeah.
So,
And they would know.
yeah. Okay. I'll do that next time I see them. Okay. So, question number 3. Which world leader tweeted a picture of himself with a black eye patch and bruise on the right side of his face, resulting of falling during a jog?
I don't know.
I've not heard this.
I'm going to go with
Sounds pretty funny, though.
Emmanuel Macron. Is it Macron?
Macron.
Oh, I got that wrong, guys. I'm sorry.
That's all right. That's all right. I would not have guessed Olaf Scholz myself.
I thought it was Markle.
Yeah.
Meghan Markle was the.
Yeah, I didn't even know Olaf. I thought he was in Frozen.
Yeah. Well, we hope that Olaf is doing well. Germany under I can't remember the lady's name. The last. I guess it's,
Angela Merkel.
Merkel, yeah.
Merkel.
So she did amazing things during the last presidential administration, becoming the leader of the free world, and really bringing people together. And the fact that
Oh, that's
yeah,
Yeah.
Germany, the
Yeah.
leader of the free world,
wow.
and brought
the
is
irony.
did a lot with bringing people against Russia when it comes to Ukraine, and even took down some of their imports they were getting from Russia, which, would people go ape crazy? They'd go full chipmunk if that happened here in the U.S. You're taking away our oil.
Yeah.
But I guess they may, I need to look into this, have a little bit of history of a fascist guy taking over other lands in Europe.
That's a pretty big accusation. I think I'd look into that before you start slinging that stuff around here.
Okay, I'll sling it later.
What?
All right, question 4. In a Monday tweet, Elon Musk, I call him Leon Musk, blamed which organization for costing X, the social network site formerly known as Twitter, $22 billion.
Isn't it the Anti-Defamation League?
Yeah, that's very good. And they are kind of a civil rights group for Jewish Americans.
Mm-hmm.
And for some reason, they did not like the fact that X allows all the anti-Semitism and the false things about it.
All the hate speech and the tropes and the, Mm-hmm.
So Musk thinks he can sue them for like defamation and get hurt, but they're going to come back and go, well, it's freedom of speech. I saw this. You allowed this on there. I said it was bad.
Mm-hmm.
So, and the fact that they're blaming them is another anti-Semite trope.
Mm-hmm.
That somehow they're really controlling everything, and
Yes.
that's why they're not doing well.
And I think that's the subtext of this whole thing.
Yeah.
Jews are in charge and they're coming after you and they own everything.
Yeah.
And I'm going to stand up to them. And
I'm not a big fan.
It's
I like
disgusting.
I like Leon Musk, but I don't like.
Leon Musk.
He
Yeah,
seems pretty
I'll hang
cool.
with him all day.
Leon's funny.
Yeah. Okay, we're doing good. We've got 3 out of 4.
3 out of 4.
Okay.
Come on, let's
All right.
We're going to be
let's
above
bang out this
50%.
4 out of 5.
Yeah, but
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's not Chiefs it and lose by 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here we go.
Which world leader? Oh no, another world leader
boy.
thing. Met with Russian Prime Minister Putin, hoping to persuade him to rejoin a deal allowing Ukraine to safely export grain.
I do not know.
First of all, Benjamin Netanyahu is the only name I recognize.
I know. I was going to say.
Well,
is it-
Xi
is it Buddy?
Jinping is the Chinese president.
Okay.
And then Erdogan, isn't he the Turkish guy?
Okay. Yeah, I think that's who it is.
I think it might be.
Yeah, I couldn't see Xi.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got it right. Good job,
Yeah,
guys.
way to go.
All right.
So good
Little
job, guys.
deductive reasoning there.
Yeah, I remember
nice.
the guy from Turkey. So you helped me with that.
Yeah.
He refused a renewed the grain agreement in July, claiming the similar deal promising to remove obstacles to Russian exports of food and fertilizer had not been honored.
So the last guy, what
is that last name?
Luis Ignacio Lula da Silva.
You
I feel
killed
like,
my father. Prepare to die.
I feel like he's too busy like combing his long pretty hair and like surrounded by women, and he's just like
And try to spell his name too.
yes.
Teaching his
He
children.
ain't got time
how
for
to do
politics.
Wow.
Okay, so
we did good.
We were gone for a while, but we did that, and we know the news quiz. You're up to date now.
We did that.
And we're going to come back. We're going to take a break. And then we're going to come back. And we're going to go down the rabbit hole.
Oh boy.
Ooh,
Do you
I
guys
like going
got
down holes.
things that you went down?
No, I didn't even realize we were doing this. So
Yeah.
You didn't either?
No.
Well, I sent you an email.
Oh shit.
And it said that on there.
See, yeah. I didn't, because of all the work stuff, I didn't get to the email until we were sitting there yesterday at the Wine Fest, and I just opened up the
I do have a rabbit hole.
the stories.
Okay. Well, I'm hoping it didn't get in the way with you drinking.
No, although I didn't get drunk, so maybe it did.
Okay.
If I can go last, maybe I can, think about what I've been rabbit holing on.
Well, I have a few things, and the beauty of this program is that we have
preparation.
a guy called the Texter who will always come through, and when you get his attention,
He's got a lot of holes.
yeah. And with that, we'll take a break. We'll be back with more Past Week next week with Chris and Paul starring Boogie and introducing the Texter.
Rabbit hole extraordinaire.
nowhere, I'd feel dizzy, disoriented, even nauseous.
Dramamine helped my flashes subside, and I hadn't had a flare-up in years.
Years. Until recently.
I was jogging, listening to Spotify.
Casually browsing iTunes.
Flipping through the radio.
And I heard this new song that I loved.
I loved.
I looked to see who it was, and that's when the vertigo hit.
It was Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift. The whole room started spinning.
I felt nauseous. I don't like Taylor Swift. I know I don't.
Yes, you do. You friggin' love her. Hi, I'm neurologist Dr. David Doctor. Over the last 1 month, realizing you love Taylor Swift has become the leading cause of vertigo in adults. That's why now there's Swiftamine, the fast-acting antihistamine tablet that's pink and bubbly, just like Taylor herself.
I took my daughters to a Taylor Swift concert. I did not want to go. I do not get it. But as soon as the concert started, I was on the ground. My daughters said I was slurring my words, and that those words were, "Girl can write a song." Thank heck for Swiftamine.
I never got into Taylor Swift because in interviews she's always like, "I'm Taylor Swift." It's like, no. Then the other day I found myself humming Shake It Off, and I got so dizzy I fell into traffic. Thanks a lot, Taylor. Just kidding. You're amazing.
Medically speaking, Taylor Swift onset vertigo occurs when one of her songs forces your brain to fight your ears. Your frontal lobe says, oof. Taylor Swift, she's always wearing like a 1950s bathing suit. But your ears say, shut up. This is a perfect song. Taylor Swift onset vertigo can strike anytime, any place.
Oh man, this beat is banging! Who is it?
Taylor Swift.
What? I freaking love Taylor Swift.
Swiftamine, for when you realize you love Taylor Swift.
Looking at the past 7 days so you don't have to. You could join in on the experiment by calling or texting us at 913-735-0060.
We've been told that perfect mornings exist for the lucky few. That morning people own the waking hours. But the truth is, mornings belong to all of us. Your mornings are what you make of them. All it takes is saying yes. Starbucks Morning Yes.
Look for Starbucks coffee in a grocery store near you, then sit back and enjoy the exceptional taste of Starbucks at home.
Hi, this is Chickless Goose from Counterclockwise KC. Listen to our program each and every Saturday and Sunday at 7 p.m. right here on KCTK Radio. Personality-driven radio.
Hi guys, it's your old friend Paul from KCTK Radio, reminding you again to download the KCTK Radio app. You're listening and you're going, I don't need the app, but you do need the app. Here's why. It's free, okay? You already got Candy Crush, all kinds of jackleg apps on your phone. It's free. Yeah, just get it for free. And then if you ever want to participate live sometime, you can put the notification on there. Also, you always can get the podcast on there as soon as they come out. So it's a fun thing to do. I'm asking you, I'm pleading with you, please. You're going to have fun. I've noticed something about you. You need to relax a little bit. You know, you need to kind of chill out.
Get away from TikTok.
Yeah, get away from TikTok for a little bit and listen to the KCTK Radio app. It's free. It will get into your brain and it will never leave you. So join us on the KCTK Radio app and have fun for once in your life. Do it the KCTK podcast way.
I'm excited to tell you about Bronco Blue Cheese Dressing. Blue cheese dressing with a little kick. Bronco Blue is an artisan-made salad dressing dip created in small batches. It is like no other salad dressing you've ever had, and it's made right here in Kansas City. Bronco Blue Cheese Dressing is made by our favorite chef here in Kansas City, Stephanie Broncato. And Stephanie's been making this dressing since she was 10 years old. This is her secret recipe, and one of the only ones she won't share with you because it's that good. Bronco Blue is a small batch, artisan-made blue cheese dressing with only the finest ingredients, with no preservatives. It is like no other blue cheese dressing you've ever had. And you folks should try a jar today. You won't regret it. And you can get it by the pint or half pint, your choice. Bronco Blue Cheese Dressing, the official dressing of KCTK Radio. Now, I want you to go right now to www.broncobluecheesedressing.com. Again, it's www.broncobluecheesedressing.com to place your order today. Get Bronco Blue Cheese Dressing. Blue cheese dressing with a little kick. And tell them that Bo, the official Bronco of Bronco Blue Cheese Dressing, sent you.
Welcome back to Past Week, Next Week with Chris and Paul starring Boogie and introducing the texter.
For the third year now. Introducing.
Let's move quickly into showbiz news. I like to say a lot of times that you think we're all just hard news.
No, we're not always hard.
We got softness. Chris?
Thanks, Paul. Jimmy Fallon apologized to staff over allegations of difficult work environment. Jimmy Fallon has apologized to his colleagues over allegations outlined in a Rolling Stone story about a difficult work environment at The Tonight Show, starring Jimmy Fallon. During a Zoom call with staff of The Tonight Show held after the story published, Fallon reportedly said he did not intend to create that type of atmosphere for the show, according to a follow-up story by Rolling Stone, citing unnamed employees who were on the call.
I'm going to talk a little bit more about this during the rabbit hole.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But there seems to be a situation going on in Hollywood when you act like you're a super nice person, but don't actually do that in real life.
Yeah.
People get pissed off about you.
It's weird. When
I'm
you're,
looking your way, Ellen DeGeneres.
When you're inauthentic, it
James
eventually
Corden.
comes out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. And meanwhile, Bill Maher's fine because he's consistently a dick.
Yes,
You know?
he is. Yeah.
Yeah. So
It is
there you
interesting, maybe Lizzo. Like, I haven't
Yes.
heard much about that
Oh,
story lately, but
yeah.
you're hearing a lot of it coming up.
go. All right.
Yeah,
So you're going to hear some more insight on that story a little bit later.
Ooh. Paul.
But back to me, Chris. This is something that you guys are excited about. Kourtney Kardashian shares she underwent urgent fetal surgery.
Oh, now I am excited about that.
Kourtney Kardashian is full of gratitude after experiencing a scary medical complication during her pregnancy. As someone who has already had 3 really easy pregnancies in the past, I wasn't prepared for the fear of rushing into a urgent fetal surgery, she wrote on Instagram. She continues, I don't think anyone who hasn't been through a similar situation can begin to understand that feeling of fear. I have a whole new understanding and respect for the mamas who have had to fight for their babies while pregnant.
Now let me post it.
Yeah. Do you know what is urgent fetal surgery?
I don't know. Is that a C-section? I don't know.
Do you have to go into when the baby's still in the mother? You have to go in and...
Oh, like they did it on the fetus, I guess? I don't know.
I looked through the entire story on CNN, and I guess it wasn't in the Post, so CNN didn't follow up on it.
God.
And since they're not going to, I'm not going to either. Chris?
Hey, thanks, Paul. On the lighter side, Danny Masterson sentenced to 30 years to life in prison in rape case. Actor Danny Masterson, belovingly remembered for his stint on That 70s Show, was sentenced to 30 years to life in prison after he was convicted on 2 counts of rape earlier this year in a Los Angeles courtroom, according to the deputy DA, Reinhold Mueller of the Los Angeles District Attorney's Office. Masterson received the maximum aggregate penalty for the crimes, Mueller said. The That 70s star, 47, was found guilty in late May on 2 of 3 counts of rape and was taken into custody following the verdict. The jury was deadlocked on the 3rd count.
And now there's backlash against Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis. They sent a letter in support of him in sentencing. He's really a nice guy. He never tried to rape me.
I didn't hear that they sent...
Never tried to rape me. I mean,
Wow. Damn.
I don't think the backlash is fair. I think you understand that people do things for their friends. You know.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
What do you
I
guys
don't know,
think?
man.
What do you guys think?
That's tough.
I'm thinking about killing somebody. I need you, my friends, with me.
Well, Paul never tried to kill me.
Thanks.
It's got to count for something.
Thank you, Boogie.
That I know of.
I didn't hear about that. So what? They just said, "Hey, yeah, we get it that he rapes, but I don't know. What do you say? Like
he rapes? That's part of his identity.
Part of the sentencing is
Danny Masterson. He's been on that '70s show and a couple of bits here and there, and he rapes.
He rapes. Yeah.
Okay, we'll move
that's
on.
A type. Oh, Paul.
Thanks. Country singer Zach Bryan is arrested in Oklahoma. Apologies on social media.
Uh-oh.
Okay, this is interesting to me for several reasons. Country singer Zach Bryan was arrested in Oklahoma, according to a post from the singer on social media. Bryan was arrested for obstruction of an investigation. Help me. It is unclear what an obstruction of an investigation violation refers to in the case. Oklahoma law says it's a misdemeanor when someone willfully delays or obstructs any public officer in the discharge or attempt to discharge any duty of his or her office. Number one, I don't know who Zach Bryan is. Number two, it doesn't really say what he did.
This is really ambiguous.
But they got it again from social media, and that's where a major news organization like CNN gets their news. If you happen to know who Zach Bryan is, give us a call at 913-735-0060.
I know who Luke Bryan is, and I know who Zach Brown is, but I don't know who Zach Bryan is.
What about Zach Braff?
Oh, I know who Zach Graff is, too. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Zachary
All right.
Quinto.
Very good, guys.
Yeah.
Hey, we every week we do a special feature, and a lot of people really enjoy what we come up with.
They do.
I have a really good one for next week. I'm excited about. I'll share with you guys that you guys won't do when I tell you to do it.
Hey, on a regular Friday, I actually look at the email that I was in a dumb meeting. And
Why was it unregular?
Because I was in a meeting in the morning, and then in the afternoon, my team went out to lunch together and hung out till about 4:00, and I had to get home.
Well, I know being irregular is not.
That's not fun.
It's not fun.
Yes.
Backs you up a little bit.
Same here. My Friday was irregular. I was trying not to get fired from my other job.
See, that's hard to do.
I mean,
You're good at it, though.
Well,
I'll tell you what.
I'm waiting to read some of the texter stuff because it can be his part of this.
Oh,
this thing.
the rabbit hole.
The rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, this is a bop.
Yeah, slaps.
Oh, it slaps so hard.
Going down the rabbit hole, going down the rabbit hole. I'm going down the rabbit hole, please.
That's a good dance for this, man.
This is a little bit better.
Oh, here we go. We're going to kick it up a notch. This reeks of like local cable access Friday night. Somebody's doing their song on their synthesizer.
I feel like Tim Heidecker's going to be mad.
Yes, this is a very Tim and Eric skewed universe type song.
A lot of people go, well, what is this all about? And here's Snoop Dogg.
Going down the rabbit hole on the internet refers to the act of getting deeply engrossed or immersed in a particular topic or subject while browsing or researching online. The phrase is derived from Lewis Carroll's famous novel Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, in which Alice follows a talking rabbit down a rabbit hole and enters a whimsical and surreal world. When someone goes down the rabbit hole on the internet, it means they start exploring a topic or idea and end up following numerous links, clicking on related content, and delving deeper into the subject matter. This often leads to an extended period of time spent researching, reading, watching videos, or engaging with
Still
online
going
communities that focus on the
I feel like
chosen
we should
topic.
take
It can be
AI
an
away
engrossing
from
and
Paul.
immersive experience. but it can also be time-consuming and potentially
kids get
distract from
certain
other
toys and
tasks
you're like,
or
yeah.
responsibilities. Going down the rabbit hole on the internet can be triggered by various factors.
Like he's just not quite mature enough.
Yeah, to handle it.
Yeah.
We need to take it away from
It's kind of like regulating screen time for kids.
Okay, you guys. I cut Snoop off. Thanks, Snoop. Snoop Doobie Doobie. I don't know his name lately.
Doobie Doobie.
Snoop Doobie
He
Doobie
changed his name.
Doobie Brothers
Snoop-
all of a sudden?
Snoop
Did he?
Lion.
He changed his name?
To Snoop a Doop. He changes it every so often.
Snoop-a-loop. Come on, bring your green hat.
Is that from Snoop-a-Loop? That's what he calls him in
Old School.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, did you guys see this?
What's that?
I'm going to play it for you.
Okay.
Play it for you right now. It's true, I'm going to.
I'm going down the rabbit hole.
I'm going the rabbit hole.
Man, it's
The mugshot has breathed new life into the Trump campaign and broadened his appeal to black Americans. With the help of mugshot merchandise, the Trump campaign raked in over $7 million. Today, my garbage man told me he's buying mugshot t-shirts for everyone he knows this Christmas. The mugshot's up on the side of buildings in the inner city. The 2016 phenomenon's happening all over again. Trump won that election because of a laser-like focus on the forgotten man.
Listen
And
to
there's
this
a
one.
new forgotten man, the black man. Democrats have forgotten about it.
So, his garbage.
Okay. So. Have you not seen that, you guys?
No.
So, okay, so there's, I'm really interested in you guys' thoughts on this one. So now that there's a mugshot of Trump, now he has street cred. Okay?
Can I just say this? There is no way in hell Jesse Waters talks to his garbage man.
Right.
There is no way he does.
Yeah, I think I have another video on this one, too.
The mugshot has breathed new
no,
life
it's
into
the
the
same
Trump
one.
campaign and broadened his
Who's
appeal
this
to
guy?
black Americans.
He's a Fox
With the help
News
of mugshot
host.
merchandise, the Trump campaign
Yeah. So
I feel like there's something even bigger there. Not that it's not an honorable job, but the fact that he's talking about black people and he
Yes.
goes, I talked to my black garbage dude.
Okay, listen to this.
Yeah,
here's another take on it.
Why do you have to say
mugshot situates Trump in a cultural
What happened? What happened?
I think your computer realized how ridiculous this whole thing is. It just shut down.
Wow. It's like, yeah, I can't
that
abide.
mugshot
Oh God, now her.
situates Trump in a cultural context that I'm not sure his enemies may have anticipated. Now he joins Frank Sinatra. He joins Elvis Presley. He joins
Stop it.
Johnny Cash and Tupac Shakur. And he didn't only know some of these people, meaning he is now seen by non-political folks as a rebel, an outsider with swagger. And as one black lady I spoke with earlier today here in New Orleans said, Trump's a gangster. And that means he has cred among a new block of voters that perhaps have never
just said
given him
cred.
a serious
He
look.
just said gangsta.
Gangsta,
Okay, so-
cred. Good.
So we're all in agreement. No black lady told that guy.
No,
that.
he's lying too. He
And
did
there's-
not talk to a black
and
lady.
the trash man is completely lying.
Yes, yes, completely. And that's right, Boogie. I mean, it's also, and let me just reiterate, the person that's serving me as my garbage person,
Literally picking up my
trash.
My trash.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh wow.
And the other trope is, well, I mean, it's inner city, so they're criminals. They're all criminals in the inner city.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
They must like that he's a criminal.
Yeah.
Because that's what inner city black people are like.
Oh God.
But here's the thing: who does it? I guess maybe it's going to, for lack of better words, it's playing on Fox News to Whitey, so they're like, yeah, this is a good thing that happened, right? They're not trying to persuade any. They're not really getting any new street cred. They're not trying to persuade
That's
anybody.
a good question.
You know what I mean?
Who are they?
Yeah.
Who are they catering to? In reporting this?
Are they trying to make white people that watch Fox News feel like, yeah, I'm really not racist? I mean, look, I
Yeah.
support Trump, and so does the inner city, and
I think so. I think that's what it is.
God, like, oh, I don't know. Boogie, you look like you're thinking something different.
I didn't think about it from that angle. Like, who are they actually trying to cater to?
Yeah.
'Cause it's not black people, trust me.
So
it's like-
wait, so black people aren't sitting around going, you know what? He is a criminal. So am I.
I'm going to vote for that motherfucker.
So that doesn't happen. Huh?
No.
Okay, okay.
Unfortunately, that's not. Yeah, who I don't understand.
Yeah, I mean, they're not getting they're not pulling people on the left side over to them. So they're trying to keep their audience from Newsmax and these other news stations that they're losing viewers. So is it, hey, we're going to be a little more racist so you can stay with us and you don't have to go to Newsmax and OAN?
And then I see a lot, and I you guys know I have a problem. I start fights with TikTok.
You love to fight on the TikTok.
And I've seen several they're quotes from Biden in the past, like when he passed the crime bill.
Mm-hmm.
And he's saying the same inner city trope that's underlyingly racist.
Mm-hmm.
And they put it up there, see, Biden's racist. And so my response is, why is there always a white MAGA guy who's upset by
Biden being racist?
Yeah.
And it is every time.
Oh, I'm certain.
Every single time.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I guess election's over.
Mm-hmm.
Since that is there, the mugshot, I think of him exactly the way I think of Tupac and also of Sinatra.
Yeah.
They're exactly the same.
Mhm.
Elvis.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess we really kind of messed up.
Really
didn't
kind
we?
of think of him, in exactly that same light.
Is this a new one?
This must be a new one.
We really got to take it.
Yeah. Somebody's got to monitor his AI time.
Going down the rabbit hole. Going down the rabbit hole.
This one's lovely.
I'm going down the rabbit hole.
God, this makes me want a bubble bath and some Chardonnay.
Yeah.
Maybe a candle.
I love it that I'm playing these and I'm begging for help. I'm just desperately asking for help.
Yeah.
And
You're like the heroin addict that's tying up his arm right in front of us. Like, dude, really? Okay.
And nothing. No. Nothing at all. Okay, let's go to my next thing.
Mugshot
Oh,
has breathed-
it's that one again. Sorry, guys. Sorry. And we've gone down that rabbit hole, and we've holed it up. I got another thing that I want to bring up, guys.
Yeah.
Just another fun parody song from our friend.
Oh, the Soggy Bottom Boy?
Patrick Fitzgerald on YouTube.
And Gerald Fitzpatrick.
I am a man of four indictments. I see courtrooms all my days. I bid farewell to Mar-a-Lago, for I can get no.
I kind of like his long hair.
No, he can't get no more.
Rudy Kaludi.
Rudy Kaludi.
6 long years I've been delaying. You know I never testified. Down in Fulton County I was arrested. I'm just like Jesus.
Okay, that's kind of how that segment went.
Jesus. See, they're not all going to be home runs.
Certainly.
Okay, I'm not going to play the next song, but let's see here. I have some other stuff here. This. I promise I'll get
One
back.
more time, Jimmy.
Hi, I'm Jimmy Fallon.
I'm Stephen Colbert.
I'm Jimmy Kimmel. I thought when you said Jimmy, you meant me, Jimmy, but you meant Jimmy.
I always mean you.
But when you
I
say
always
Seth Meyers, who do you mean?
I mean John Oliver.
That makes
It's the
sense.
5 of us together for maybe an hour a day.
Strike Force 5 is the name of our podcast. Subscribe to it now.
Spotify or wherever else you get your podcasts.
But Spotify, you
Okay, so that's the advertisement for a new podcast. Yeah. Jimmy Fallon, Jimmy Kimmel, Colbert, Stephen Colbert.
Yeah.
John
Oliver.
Seth Meyers. Who Seth didn't really look like he wanted to be there
he
to
did
me.
not.
Yeah.
And so I guess they're on there because they have the strike, but
Yeah.
they think it's just super easy for a
Yeah.
group of guys to get together and just do a
Oh, look at
podcast.
us. We don't have our staffs around us anymore that we make their lives miserable, but we could just do this by ourselves and make a great podcast. Not so easy, right, guys?
Yeah. And did you see how they had trouble people talking over?
Yeah.
It happens.
Mhm.
Us experienced podcasters, if they would, I'm not out there going, "Hey, watch me late at night on the network." I don't take over their job.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they totally ripped us off.
Wait a minute. What in Pulp Fiction wasn't the pilot that Uma Thurman did called Fox Force 5?
Yeah, it sure was.
That reminds me of the Strike Force 5. You remember that? She had the little joke.
Yeah, that's right.
Because her grandpa was like a vaudevillian, and so she grew up working with him. And yeah, anyway. I don't know which I like better, Strike Force 5 or Fox Force 5.
So, I mean, Fallon shouldn't even be on it because he's got his own troubles.
Yeah,
okay?
he's got stuff going on now.
And some of the thing is a listener out of Lakewood, Missouri. He never really liked Fallon. There was an inauthenticity to his charm.
Yeah.
Then someone commented, that's of all the complaints against Jimmy Fallon in a hostile work environment. That's child's play. The Fallon staff members wouldn't last a day working at Past Week Next Week.
Whoa.
It's horrible working for the creative writers. I get it. They have an instant dedication to their craft. That's unmatched, but I have a family, and unlike them, don't have 60 to 80 hours a week for preparation.
Per week?
Yeah.
Whoa.
And then during events, they make you drink and do drugs. Make you drink? It was so bad one time. I ended up under a bridge, not knowing where I was. And finally, they catered to Ed McMahon of the show, AITT, and I can't figure out why. The guy is toxic and clearly needs help. It's a real mess over there. I'd gladly work for Fallon. So it sounds like something we need to discuss and figure out, that someone who used to work for us finds AITT a little toxic.
Yeah, we best get ahead of this before it gets ahead of us.
Now, what I've tried to do, well, actually, in the past, I've been wrongly accused of a bad work environment, and it was jumped all over because I come across as a nice guy, and people loved kicking me down. Okay, so since that time, I learned my lesson, and I'm just a complete jerk to everybody now.
And you're so good at it.
Thank you.
Yes.
Here's my real self. So I don't think this Past Week Next Week allegation is going to go anywhere, because they're like, he's a jerk. He's grumpy old man on the radio.
But at least he's authentic.
Right.
Yeah. It just sounds like a disgruntled employee. to
Yeah,
me.
he's an asshole all the time.
Yep.
And if it means that, the sponsors and the producers of this program get together when they're reviewing the ratings and everything, and they say, "You guys got to get rid of that texter," I won't do it.
No.
Yeah.
No.
You can make a Past Week Next Week with Jimmy Fallon and Jimmy Kimmel.
Yeah, the text is such an integral part of this show.
Yeah.
And, sometimes brings light and levity when he's not being a toxic chode.
That's true. Okay, that's really all the stuff I had down the rabbit hole. And Chris, you've gone down the rabbit hole a few times in your life, and we're all wondering what you are bringing to the show now.
Yeah, I think.
Wait.
Oh God!
Jesus Christ!
It's a new one.
I'm going down the
Going. He says going. Going.
He's not a real human. Give him a break.
And going. I got nothing. I got no rabbit hole today.
What's been? What about the rabbit hole of your mind?
Well, I'll say this, but it's just
What's
gonna be,
been on your-
it's going to be boring to everyone. But
That doesn't make it. It's always been like that.
so you guys know I've gone to the Brainwave Institute and done the neurofeedback, and I'm now doing neurofeedback at home with a little headband I bought, and it is the exact same one that Kirk Cousins uses in the Netflix docuseries Quarterback. And I've been fascinated with neurofeedback because what it's supposed to do is help your mind get better without the use of any chemicals or pills or anything like that. It is just monitoring your mind, and then it gives you feedback and your mind adjusts itself. So I think it's got to be healthier than many of the other things that I've done to try and make my mind better. But then I ran into this whole thing. There's a whole community that's completely against neurofeedback because it's not pure meditation. So they're like, oh, this is so American. Exchange your attachments for an accessory. Like, oh, God. Okay. So,
but couldn't you just say, yes, it isn't? And do both?
I guess you could. And that's what I do.
Yeah.
But it hit me like, God, we just look for a reason to be pissed at people and let them know they're wrong about whatever it is. Like, I don't know what could be bad about neurofeedback, but somebody's got to be pissed because they do it the natural way and I'm not you, so I'm better than you, and I need to be disgusted by you because you're doing something different than me.
Yeah.
It's just so indicative of everything
And
that's
I'm going to
happening.
post about it.
Yes, and I'm going to let everybody know. So it just made me kind of sad for the state of where we are, that everything inspires division.
There's a person I know who, I guess the right phrasing would be that they're in recovery.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And they're not using AA. Okay?
Yes.
That's okay, right?
Right.
I asked you not to bring this up. On
Oh, no.
Oh, you weren't talking about me.
You were
Oh,
not
okay.
in recovery.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the basic statement is, well, that's not for everyone. I'm using my own thing.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Then it goes into, they're kind of a cult. They kind of do this. You have
Yeah.
to do. It's like, well, time out. If you don't like them, that's fine.
Yeah.
Do your own thing.
Yeah.
But it's the same type of thing.
It is
just-
the same type
you
of
know?
thing. Yeah. Yeah. And, and that's so. Well, he posts about it, so I don't think this is telling stories. But our friend Brian Morris, who sounded like Elvis when
Yeah,
he sang,
he sure did.
He's in recovery, but he's in a different organization than AA. But he's like, hey, I found this group. I don't remember what it's called, and it works great for me. But I know AA works for others. Why can't we just be like that?
Yeah.
Why
Yeah.
can't we just be like that?
Yeah.
Everybody feels so threatened if somebody likes something different than what they do. It just blows my mind.
I find myself that, being very honest with myself, I am very judgmental when I hear of things.
Mm-hmm.
But then I take a step back and realize I'm being judgmental for myself, meaning I don't do that. And the one thing is legalization of marijuana.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't do it. I've tried it. I didn't like it.
Yeah.
But I don't care that other people have.
Thank you.
I see things and I think that's dumb. Another thing, I got a text about this earlier. Fantasy football.
Oh, yeah.
I played fantasy football with a group of guys, great guys.
Really?
But last year, but I just didn't enjoy it.
Yeah.
It made me watch the games in a different way, made me look at things on Sunday. I didn't enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm now not walking around saying your fantasy football needs to die and everything. It's just not for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what?
So I
think,
am judgmental.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's fundamentalism. You see this in the evangelical. And I'm not going to say just Christian fundamentalism in whatever religion or whatever thought process is. My way's the only way, and if you're not doing it my way, you're wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so destructive.
I I think I'm on a path there, but I really want to be like Larry David. He's against the Ku Klux Klan, but if he does mess up their
robes.
garment, he's going to make it right and do what's right for, because that's his value.
That's his moral code.
That's right.
Yeah. Yes. So there you go. That's all I got.
Here comes Boogie. He's boogieing in right now, as you can see him swinging around the studio, and he's singing this.
Going.
What do you got, Boogie?
I really got nothing. I did just want to. I had an analogy to what you were just saying about fantasy football, and like the whole initially judgmental about things. But the direct analogy about fantasy football is, I never understood going to strip clubs.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And I would judge people for it. Like, I never understood going and literally giving somebody your money that danced in front of you. I mean...
And it's not going any further.
And it's not going any further than that. It's like... I'm like, if you're going to do that, why not find a real professional, let's say, and give that person your money, and you know that there's a ROI there.
Yeah.
I never understood going to the strip clubs, and I was judgmental about it. But then I finally thought, you know what, I don't care.
Yeah.
And so that's where I am about stuff that I don't.
But you understand why especially young men like to go and see the naked women and stuff.
I don't. Even when I was young, and my buddies would go, and they try to drag me along.
But you understand why they would want to go, not why you'd want to go.
I guess.
Yeah.
What I'm hearing you say is you don't understand why they want to go, but you're not judging them.
But I guess that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, exactly. I get it.
And you're not outside.
I don't get it
being Matt Bartle walking down the street with the sign that says "Close them down."
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I heard Tim Allen a million years ago on Letterman. They were talking about strip clubs. And he says, I don't go to strip clubs for the same reason I wouldn't go to a steakhouse where they bring out a beautiful steak, walk by, let you smell it, and then just keep going away with it.
Right.
And you never get to eat steak.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's my thing.
There you go.
So
that's very enlightened of us, huh?
Yes.
And so going back to the conversation in general, like, I'm just to the point now, if it's something that I don't subscribe to, or that I disagree with, it's like, if it's not directly impacting me or directly hurting somebody, I don't care.
Yeah. Yeah, why do you have to give energy to it?
Why do I have to give energy to it? Why do I have to go post my opinion about it? I just don't fucking care.
Now, I can tell you this, especially with the generational thing, like, I have a few nephews and they just think differently.
Yeah?
And I ask them a lot of questions on it. They think I'm just judging them. But I am kind of a way, because it's like I don't understand their thought process.
Yeah.
Like what? Do you have an example?
I do.
Oh, good.
But I'm not judging. I want to understand because it's such a difference in what I believe in.
Okay.
So I had another rabbit hole thing.
Yeah.
Are you done with yours? I'm sorry.
My other one is really just kind of silly and is like probably 20 years late.
Yeah.
So my oldest son is like really excited to buy himself a Mustang. He wants an older Mustang that he can buy and fix up, blah blah blah. So he sends me this what is Facebook's
Marketplace?
Facebook Marketplace post, and he wants me to look at this Mustang. So I go look at it, and just for the fact that I pulled it up. Now, mind you, I literally haven't been on Facebook in probably... Even my account, I never set it up. Somebody, I guess as a joke, set it up for me using my email, blah, blah, blah. I went and changed the password. Oh, you got an account.
Yeah.
So anyway, just by me logging on to Marketplace, it started kicking like shit to me, right?
Yeah.
So I ended up going down a rabbit hole. Like 30 minutes later, I'm looking at old friends and people, and it's like, I don't even like Facebook. How did I get hooked into this for 30 minutes? So that was my rabbit hole. But people were doing that 20 years ago when it first came out.
Yeah.
So I'm like, wow, I get it. I get how people end up spending so much time doing
Do you watch the TikTok?
I do watch TikTok.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was going to recommend you don't. 'Cause
No, I'm
talk
already
about a rabbit
with-
hole.
yeah, I'm already
I
waiting on
don't
that
do
rabbit hole.
TikTok unless you
Good.
guys send me something because I find myself getting anxious and wound up the more time I spend on it. I had to be like, yeah, I can't do TikTok.
I like it mostly for the funny stuff versus the stuff that'll piss me off.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
so that
I
was
see
my
now.
rabbit hole. This old news.
I'm sorry that I actually forgot one. There was a presidential poll this week that I'm going to bring up the exact numbers, but basically it was on President Biden. And it basically said that most people in the country do not want him to run again.
I saw that.
Let's see if I can find the poll itself. His approval ratings are down, and I can't find the exact number, but I want to say up to like 65%. Even Democrats don't even want him to run again. Okay. I heard someone, an expert who is a biographer on him, has a new book coming out on what he's thinking, what happened in his administration, why is he running? And it's on the James Carville podcast. James Carville is the very famous political strategist.
Yeah.
He doesn't think Biden should run again
Oh, wow.
because the age, it's just the age issue.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
And he asked the question, well, why does Biden think he should have to run again? Is it he thinks has to stop Trump, or he just feels like he wants to do it one more time so he's not just a one-term president? What's going on? Doesn't he consider that maybe it'd be better if he didn't? And the answer the guy said was, well, you're asking him to be a different person to think that way.
Oh, uh-huh.
So I think what made me really think a lot about just tradition that you always go with the incumbent president, whatever party it is, right? And when you're 78 years old, 79 years old,
Yeah.
I always think that when I get older, I'm going to be different. I'm going to think differently, and you don't.
Yeah.
I
That's
think you
a
said,
good point.
I think you said last night or yesterday that you feel like you're 16.
Yeah.
Yeah, because of your immaturity.
Yes. Yeah.
And
vulgarity.
Yes, I'm
Yeah.
sorry I forgot that.
Yeah.
I should have brought that
That's
up
okay.
first.
And
It's okay.
horniness.
And horny. Yeah.
Yes. But yeah, so you're 55, you're 25, you're 78. You don't think you're going to die?
Yeah.
Okay.
At least not now.
Right.
Like, it's way down there for me. And next thing you know, you're at a press conference all frozen up.
Yes.
Can't say
Yeah.
a damn word. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
And my whole theory on all of that is someone who loves these people should pull them aside.
Did you just see Nancy Pelosi at 83 said, "Yep, I'm running again."
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
is
what's
she
going
really?
on?
Come on, Nancy.
Yeah, what are you doing?
I love Nancy, but no.
But at least she's not in a position of power anymore. She's only a
Yes,
congressman.
yeah, she's not. Which is funny, but I really feel that. Well, at least
Yeah.
she's not the speaker.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, or in charge of the Senate or the president.
God dang.
But here's where we are, folks. This is just a perfect analogy. I support President Biden. I think he's done great.
Mm-hmm.
And this whole they do this "Let's Go Brandon" to basically say "F you, Joe Biden."
Right. Yeah.
So the Biden people picked up on it, and they have this meme of a dark Brandon.
Yeah.
Where he's
kind of like the Terminator. Or
clever
something.
and everything.
Yeah.
So I saw that there was a dark Brandon coffee cup.
Ooh.
So I wanted to get it to support the campaign and everything. I got it, and this is what it is, folks. You want to describe to the listener?
Well, it looks like maybe there used to be a handle on it on the side. Did that come broken, or did you?
So it's a coffee cup that I open up, and it's a coffee cup, and the handle. You know, typically you have a handle on the coffee cup.
Yeah, on that one I see the handle.
It was broken.
Oh wow! And that one's as little as Boogie's.
Yeah, it's a little one like Boogie's. So Yeah, it was a broken whatever, and I thought, you know what? What an analogy for what's going on. I want a cup with a handle.
Yeah.
Okay? But I wasn't given, I'm not offered a cup with a handle. I'm offered a cup.
Yeah.
Okay? And I can still drink coffee out of this.
You can.
I can enjoy my coffee, but I don't have it perfectly the way I want it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Yeah.
So that's, to me, Joe Biden. He's not perfectly the way I want it. I could get myself a Gavin Newsom with the thing.
Yeah.
Or Whitmar with the thing. But this is what I have.
Yeah.
And to take it one step further, the analogy we're going to have next November, if everything that we look at now is going to happen, it's going to be very similar choice between President Biden and his Republican opponent as the choice that you would have this cup with no handle, and you really desperately want coffee, and you only have two choices. You're going to choose this cup that has no handle, or it's going to be a big pile of dog shit that you pour your coffee on and you put in your face and you drink the coffee.
From the dog shit.
From the dog shit itself.
Oh,
This
wow.
isn't even a sweet dog like Gilly or anything like that. This is a mean dog.
What has the dog been eating leading up to this?
Well, in your case, it's onions.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm going for the imperfect coffee mug.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the choice that we have.
It's a good analogy.
The analogy falls short, folks, because I can't think of anything worse than dog shit. Okay? Maybe someone vomit on it too?
Human shit?
Human shit with dog vomit on it. How
Okay.
about that?
Now we're getting somewhere.
Okay, that's the choice that we have.
How about human shit after the human ate dog shit?
Okay.
Now you're getting meta.
And
Right.
Taco Bell.
Right.
You
Yeah.
just kicked it up a notch.
And if you do choose, let's say you choose the dog shit.
Oh, sorry, everyone.
Because you're mad because this isn't perfect.
Yeah. Right.
You'll never drink coffee ever again because the democracy will be over and you will never have a breakfast ever again.
Yeah. Wow, that's good. That was a good object lesson you got mailed to you.
Yeah. So thank you to the Biden campaign for sending me a fucking broken mug. Good job. We're going to wrap up the segment with what
the texter
texter
ceiling.
says.
Going down the rabbit hole, going down the rabbit hole. I'm going down the rabbit hole. Please help me.
Let's see what the texter has to say. I don't know if he's there. He could have passed out. The truth is that airports have more sincere kisses than wedding halls, and the walls of hospitals have heard more prayers than a church temple.
Huh.
That's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
On this day in 2000, the musical Cats crossed over 485 performances, and then the producers sat back, laughed all the way, and they made it because it was a joke to see if public would stop watching a stupid show. Dear Boogie Nights, what do you daydream about?
Oh, we've all been wondering.
This is a rabbit hole we've all gone down.
What do I daydream about? I don't know.
World peace.
Sure, let's go with that.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So I mentioned this to you, and I'd like to talk to you about it on the podcast sometime. I want you to watch The Swamp.
Oh, Swamp Kings?
Swamp Town, USA, something like that.
Yeah. You know, it's funny. I almost started it yesterday, but I didn't have it. I was on the little treadmill, and I almost started it yesterday.
It's a rockumentary about Urban Meyer's time at Florida.
Oh, yeah, I've heard
and
about
the way
this.
he treats these kids and how happy and proud he is of it all. And I'm just interested in someone who has a prospect to go to a big school.
Well, let's see about that. I will start it this week.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm actually excited to start it.
Because I go back to it's probably what you daydream about. Your kids having good opportunities.
It actually is. Yeah, you're probably right. Just and poor of she gets tired of it. It's just it'll make or break a weekend for me.
Oh, yeah.
What happens to the boys?
Yeah.
And
You care.
And that's good.
You're a good dad.
That's good.
Yep.
Does Swift of Mine come in size of choice? Yes, it does. That was the Taylor Swift parody commercial I played that you didn't listen to.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Surgery that's urgent. Danny Partridge is my favorite Partridge. It was unclear because he ate a head cheese sandwich. I think Danny Masterson did that. I saw it. Garbage men stay in a truck now and just use their auto can lifter.
He's got a point.
Yeah, how would he know if he's black or not?
Yes.
He never got out of the fucking truck.
They just want it to be true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, Biden causing the Burning Man fest to go awry.
Well,
it was
he's
all his
ruined
fault.
everything. Yeah.
Baths are gross. They want to lay in the tepid pool of their own filth.
I like a bath once in a while.
Anyone if anyone who's a Seinfeld fan notices early in the run of it, Kramer says he only takes a bath. And then later he says, no, I take a shower. I don't sit in a tepid pool of my own filth.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Did you notice that, Texter?
I didn't notice. He
says
said
that?
he only takes a bath, but then later he puts a garbage disposal in his shower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dear tonight, today, and tomorrow, does Chris know he is not welcome in a Japanese spa?
No, I wasn't aware of that.
Okay.
Well,
Now you know.
Well, I know one thing I'm not doing today.
Yeah. And
'Cause
finally,
you're not
that's
welcome.
why I text.
God.
I'm going down the rabbit hole, going down the rabbit hole. I'm going down.
Okay, there we go, folks. That was the rabbit hole. It was a lot of fun. Just with 5 seconds of more prep from these guys, we would have something even better.
That's not guaranteed.
So it's time just to go to our last segment and see what we have up our sleeves. It's a segment we call Headlines and Predictions.
Yeah, it's a fun segment. It's where we take real news stories, hard news, and then we make them funny by doing a hilarious punchline at the end that we write ourselves. So I guess without further ado,
Take it away, Chris.
Yeah, here I go. A jury found former Trump administration trade advisor Peter Navarro guilty of contempt of Congress for defying a subpoena from the House Select Committee that investigated the January 6th Capitol attack. Navarro was the second aide to former President Trump to be prosecuted for withholding cooperation. Steve Bannon was convicted on 2 contempt counts last year and is appealing the verdict. Navarro's lawyers, who said prosecutors failed to show that Navarro didn't accidentally fail to cooperate with the subpoena, sought a mistrial. Here's to hoping he and his ilk also don't accidentally destroy democracy. Paul?
Thanks, Chris.
Sure.
The U.S. Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals temporarily blocked a lower court order for Texas to remove floating barriers Governor Greg Abbott had installed in the Rio Grande to deter immigrants from crossing the river to enter the U.S. The U.S. District Judge David Esser has ordered Texas to take the string of buoys out of the border river by September 15th. But a 3-panel of the New Orleans-based appeals court said the buoys can remain in place while the Fifth Circuit considers the state's appeal. Abbott thanked the appeals court for the delay and says that he hopes during the delay many more immigrants can be killed or at least permanently injured, hopefully innocent children. Chris?
That's good. That's good. I thought you were going to go slightly different. I thought you were going to say at least significantly injured, so they end up in a wheelchair.
Oh, that would
like
be good.
Me. Anyway,
Yeah, that's
here we
good.
go.
That's why you're the man.
Yeah, stop it now. President Biden is scheduled to arrive in India for this weekend's Group of 20 summit, with Chinese President Xi Jinping and Russian President Vladimir Putin skipping the meeting. Biden will have an opening to reestablish the U.S. as the pole star of the international system and counter aggression from Beijing and Moscow. Said President Biden, the U.S. now has a chance to make real progress as long as we don't drop the ball. So we'll be leaving Kadarius Toney stateside. Paul?
Wow,
that was a nice. I know, that
Really
was
wrong.
bad.
Ouch!
I know. I hope
That
he
was
doesn't
good.
listen. Thanks,
Yeah,
Boogie.
don't worry about that. Thanks, Chris.
Sure.
Hurricane Lee strengthened rapidly to a Category 5 storm and is buried towards the northeast tip of the Caribbean Leeward Islands. Lee's top winds reached 165 miles per hour, according to the National Hurricane Center. Lee was sending rip currents and hazardous waves across the northern Caribbean. Forecasters say Lee could churn up in dangerous surf conditions along the southern U.S. East Coast, but it remains unclear whether the potential catastrophe monster storm would hit the mainland United States. Luckily, the Scorpions have vowed to be available wherever it may hit in the next few days.
Oh,
Chris?
Yeah, I see what you did there. Some scientists are calling on Gen Zers to drink more beer and lay off the trendy TikTok foods. Researchers at China's Dalian Medical University wrote that cracking open a cold one can have even greater effects on gut health than fashionable probiotics. Beer is rich in an antioxidant-boosting compound known as polyphenols that, when paired with the brew's fiber contents, show the potential to enhance the development of a healthy gut through probiotic mechanisms, said head of research Foster Brooks. Paul, that was the one I wrote for you, buddy.
The one before is the one I wrote for you.
I figured.
And finally, because it's I think 1940s reference.
It's so old. It's so old.
Finally, Google is testing a new feature that will allow us to search for songs on YouTube simply by humming or singing. Android users who are in the beta group have toggled the new feature from YouTube's voice search and hum or record the song you're searching for in 3 or more seconds. Once the song has been identified by the software, YouTube will send the user a relevant official music content search song in the YouTube app. Tone-deaf users will be happy to know that the app will even be available for your favorite performers, Morgan Wallen and Mark Willis.
Oh, wow.
Because they're tone-deaf. So.
Yes. Yeah, that's good. We knocked it out of the park once again, boy, didn't we? You don't even have to say anything.
Here's a
Boogie.
question.
I got
Just a couple questions to follow
See,
up.
I just literally leaned back.
Yes.
Just a question for Boogie.
Yeah.
Do you know who Foster Brooks is?
No.
Okay.
Do you know who the Scorpions are?
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah.
Texter? Do you know either one of those people are?
I don't even know the reference to the last two that you just referenced.
Morgan Wallen
Yeah.
or Mark Willis?
Uh-uh.
Is it Mark Willis?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. He knows, okay, so he knows the Scorpions.
Yes to the Scorpions.
Okay.
The Scorpions were a band. Here I Am, Rock You Like a Hurricane. I don't know if you remember that song.
Rock you like
Yeah.
a hurricane.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
And Foster Brooks was a vaudevillian, and his whole shtick was to come up on stage and act like he's drunk when he would do his comedy. So, because the beer, drink
Sure.
more beer, the
Yeah.
Foster Brooks, and anybody, 80 or over should get that joke.
I don't know a better one for the Scorpions, but I would have thrown in Boogie.
Oh, said
Or
head of research, Boogie Nights.
Yeah.
That would have been good,
Because
too.
of the whole bridge thing?
Yeah, and the alcoholism.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Dean Martin.
Dean Martin. Yeah.
You know what I love about you guys?
What's that?
Is your integrity to writing the jokes that you think is funny. Be damned, everybody else.
And I will say this, yesterday when I wrote the Foster Brooks joke, I was so giddy because I knew Paul would get it and nobody else would. And for some reason, that makes me happy.
Yeah, that's
that
awesome,
my
isn't it?
jokes are going to
That's-
fall on deaf ears. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, we've had a great time.
We certainly
everybody.
have.
What do you guys got going on for next week?
Boogie, you got, I'm trying to think here.
I'm just trying to figure out my new position and role.
Oh, do you have like a
do
new
you have
thing
a new
to do?
job now, or?
Yeah, right now I'm just trying to figure out my new. Yeah, I have my whole organization is different now. So
Okay.
just trying to figure out
Yeah.
what's going on next.
Man,
So
yeah.
that's that, and then a couple football games, and I don't know.
Well, I hope they
That's
go
all I got.
better this week.
Well, thanks. I
Yeah.
appreciate that.
Well, so they lost both.
Yeah, both
Both
lost.
players?
Yeah, both lost this week.
Did they play okay themselves or?
One of them did. One of them didn't get to play much because of the opponent. They switched up the defense, and so he's normally the deep ball guy. But the team they played against is a strictly run team.
Oh, yeah.
So I get it.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
Well, did you ground them for not doing as
they
well
are
as-
both in big trouble.
Okay, good. That's fair.
It's bread and water for a couple of days.
Yeah.
Until they pull their shit together.
That's how they're going to learn.
Yeah.
And I had the last week was just an off week with work meetings and stuff. This week is just kind of getting back to normal, I think. So I'm working. I'm not in the office, which back at home is nice, and I don't think I have anything else going. Oh, I did want to mention this in case anyone in this group is interested. There is an open mic on Sundays at Knuckleheads.
Ooh.
From 5:30 to 8:30. What I love about it is it's earlier, because when I was, we were trying to go on Wednesday night, it's like 10:30, 11 o'clock, still waiting to go up on stage.
Yeah.
So, not going to do it today, but if you guys are ever interested, I'd love to go do the open mic at the Knuckleheads.
That'd be fun.
Of course.
Can you
Yeah.
get Whitney to go? She's funny when she
I'd
watches
ask
us.
her to organize it if she had done a good job on Funky Town, but that's not even happened yet. Yeah.
Wow, I didn't realize. I thought I had a boring week, but compared to you guys, the fact that I'm going to get my oil changed on Wednesday
Wow.
is a big deal.
You were out there.
That's a dig.
Now, the texter, he's always got things going on, and he says, "Do you have tats? You have tats."
Uh-huh.
I don't know why I keep saying that.
Dangerous turf conditions are when the grass is bad. That's true.
I got a little tap.
Android sucks. I have both iPine and Android, and I know.
iPhone.
iPhone, yeah. Yes to Scorpions, 3. Dean Martin. I got drunk with Foster Grant. That's cool.
I think Foster Grant's actually a sunglass company.
And Japanese spa.
I'm going to have to check out the Japanese spa thing. I don't know why I'm not welcome.
He's typing right now. It's going to be good. We're all waiting. Tattoos.
Oh, tattoos.
God damn it.
Oh, well, never be able to. And I can't be buried in a Jewish cemetery.
I'm sorry, Chris. Well, that's the show. Why
What
don't you,
can I do?
Why don't you
All right.
stop the show?
Yeah, why
stop
not?
it.
Why don't we get out of this thing, everybody? Hey, thanks for listening to Past Week, Next Week with Chris and Paul, starring Boogie and introducing the Texter. Since you love the program, please rate and review the podcast on your favorite podcast distributor, and we'd love to hear from you. You can contact us at 913-735-0060 and join us on the KCTK Radio Facebook page. Also, remember to support all of our past and next sponsors and really think about what size salad dressing you want. On behalf of Paul, I'm Chris saying goodbye.
And on behalf of Chris and Boogie and the Texter, here is something to get your week going. Here is Reminiscing with the Little River Band.
It's a great song.
It's amazing.
Oh, this came up in the Friday thing, right?
It did, yeah.
I didn't even get to participate, and I had a song all picked out.
This was last week's, actually.
That was, yeah, that's right.
And what I like a lot about this is that the video is like pre MTV knowing how to do it right.
Yeah. Yeah, this is just guys playing their music.
Now, I've seen them before. They were playing at the American Royal Barbecue Contest in a tent one time.
Really?
And they go in there, and it's the Little River Band.
Like some barbecue team had paid them to come and be in their tent.
And I'm like,
wow.
are you sure it's not the Little River Band cover band?
Yeah.
But it wasn't.
Wow.
Do you guys ever watch The Middle? They talked about that all the time.
No.
They were going to go see the Little River Band cover band.
The Little River Band cover band.
Which you would go see.
I would. I'd go see Tiny Stream.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're called, but they could be called Tiny Stream.
Tiny Stream. I like that.
Yeah.
Wonder what happened to these fellas.
I don't know. Probably got older like the rest
I'm
of us.
sure they were tired living off their millions and millions of dollars.
I'm sure
they made from
did.
this song.
And I think they're Australian, too.
Oh, I never knew that.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know. Maybe I'm getting them confused with Air Supply or somebody.
I respect the one take on this video.
Yep.
How about the guy's tooth back there?
I like the John Denver
Yeah.
He did.
Dickhead haircut.
That coconut head.
Wow. This guy reminds me of somebody.
He's like Huey Newton before
Huey
or Lewis. Sorry.
Yes.
Huey Lewis before Huey Lewis was Huey Lewis.
And he reminds me, if you remember all the way back to the original Die Hard, one of the bad guys that looked like Huey Lewis looked just like this guy.
See?
They listen to the Victrola?
They're having a good time.
Yeah, they're having fun. They all got their big lapels and shit. They don't care.
He's got more to say, though.
Yeah. I'm just going to casually lean here.
I think I'm going to start doing the show like that.
Oh, God. There was...
Stand up, put my hands in my pocket, and just walk around.
You're just uncomfortably close to me, standing up behind me. Like, what? Wait, what? I don't know what's boogieing. How old is this?
I don't know, but it's a really cool song, isn't it?
It is. I mean, I'm right back in the back of the 75 Gran Torino. No seatbelt.
Of course
Just telling your sister to shut up.
Yes.
I'm listening to the song.
Me and my sister beating the piss out of each other, and my mom just slowly turning WHB up more and more. Now he's just staring into the candelabra.
Oh, he's reminiscing.
Well, that's, I guess, yeah. What else? How else you going to reminisce?
I'm sure he's high on coke, too.
Sure.
This has been a KCTK production, produced by Paul Lavoda. If you want more information about this content, then you have some real weirdness going on. You can always check out KCTK Radio on Facebook. Listen to live programs at kctkradio.com. Yes, and that is on the World Wide Web. Thank you.